Hello children, welcome back to the class. Due to some specific reason, I could not continue my classes. तो चलिए अब टाइम वेस्ट ना करते हुए हम इस एक्ट को आगे बढ़ाते हैं. आई होप जो भी हम पढ़ाएंगे, जो भी समझाएंगे, आपको समझ में आएगा. एंड इफ एनीथिंग यू वांट टू नो, एनी क्वेरीज यू हैव, यू कैन जस्ट गिव मी द मैसेज. तो लेट्स आगे बढ़ने से पहले चलिए हम लोग थोड़ा सा रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. In the previous acts, we have seen that Julius Caesar, who was considered to be the tyranny for Rome, जो रोम के लिए एक टिरनी माना गया है, एक डेंजर माना गया है, उसको किस तरह से मैनिपुलेट, उसको किस तरह से कॉन्स्पिरेसी करके उसको रास्ते से हटाया गया. पहले तो प्लान किया गया. एंड द नोबल्स मैन ऑफ रोम, द रोमन मेन्स जो है, द नोबल मैन, उनको सबसे पहले जो सबसे फेथफुल था, द लॉयल पर्सन, द वन ऑफ द बेस्ट फ्रेंड्स ऑफ सीजर, ब्रूटस, उसको सबसे पहले साथ में लिया गया. एंड देन द वेकेशियस, कैस्का, लिगेरियस और बाकी जो भी थे सब कॉन्स्पिरेटर्स थे. एंड दे हैव देयर ओन रीजंस टू मर्डर सीजर. बट ब्रूटस हैज ओनली वन रीजन, दैट इज फॉर द वेलफेयर ऑफ रोम एंड इट्स पीपल. तो इस एक्ट में हमने देखा कि हाउ द प्लान वाज हैच्ड and ultimately the conspirators are successful in killing Caesar. And now they are waiting for the reaction of the people कि रोम के लोग इस पे कैसे रिएक्ट करते हैं. सीजर, जिसको एक के बाद एक, फर्स्ट कैस्का, उसके बाद एक के बाद एक, he was stabbed by the dagger, एक डैगर यूज किया गया जिससे सीजर को मारा गया. लेकिन फिर भी सीजर खड़ा रहा, as strong as ever. लेकिन जब ब्रूटस, his most faithful friend, stabbed him, he just fell. उसका जैसे सारा भरोसा ही टूट गया. He broke down and then he just laid on the ground. So here we continue with the act. Re-enter Trebonius. This is after the murder. Cassius, where is Antony? Antony, जो सीजर का बहुत अच्छा दोस्त था, एक बहुत अच्छा फॉलोअर था, a loyal person. सबसे पहले वो कहाँ है उसका पता लगाते हैं. Trebonius fled to his house amazed. Men, wives and children start cry out and run as it were doomsday. तो यहाँ पे जब केशियस पूछता है कि वेर इज एंटोनी, एंटनी कहाँ है, तो एंटनी कहाँ गया, ट्रिबोनियस बोलता है कि वो तो घर चला गया, he just fled away, भाग गया. और जो लोग हैं रोम के, the men, the women, the children, they're shouting, they're crying as if it was the day of judgment. एक judgment का day, doomsday जिसको कहा जाता है, कि जिस दिन सवाल जवाब किया जाएगा, वो हमारा दिस द एंड ऑफ द डेज, द एंड ऑफ अर्थ, दैट इज. ब्रूटस, फेट्स वी विल नो योर प्लेजर. इसे ब्रूटस बोलता है कि चलो जो है वो किस्मत के ऊपर छोड़ देते हैं, जो होगा जैसा होगा देखा जाएगा. दैट वी शैल डाई वी नो, इट इज बट द टाइम एंड ड्रॉइंग डेज आउट दैट मेन स्टैंड अपॉन. कि अगर किस्मत में डेथ है, देन वी विल मीट टू इट and let's see what happens to the men. Cassius, why? He that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many years of fearing death. So Cassius is justifying the murder. He is telling कि चलो जिसको भी हम मार देते हैं तो उसका 20 years of sufferings बच गया. We have saved him from being suffered. What is the suffering? The fear of death. हर पल, हर दिन आदमी क्या डरता है कि शायद आज उसका आखिरी डे है. Because we never know that when the death is going to come. So Cassius justifies his answer by telling that we have cut off the sufferings from the fear of death. Brutus, grant that, and then is death a benefit? So are we Caesar's friend, and that have abridged his time of fearing death. The Brutus बोलता है कि इसका मतलब क्या है, कि we are just like a good friend of Caesar, कि हमने तो दोस्तों वाला काम किया है, because we have given him that opportunity to save himself from that misery, that pain of fear of death, that surviving, कि अगर वो survive करता, every day he would have the fear of dying. But now, as we have killed him, that means we have saved him from that suffering, that thought of dying every day. Stop, Roman stop, and let us bathe our hands in Caesar's blood, up to the elbows, and besmear our swords. Then walk we forth even to the marketplace, and waving our red weapons over our heads. Let's all cry peace, freedom, and liberty. The Brutus बोलता है कि stop, Romans, the noble men. सीजर का जो ब्लड निकल रहा है, लेट्स बाथ आवर हैंड्स, अपने हाथों को उसके खून से धो लेते हैं, अपने सोर्स को उसके खून से धो लेते हैं, एंड देन मार्केट प्लेस में चलते हैं, देन रोड्स पे निकलते हैं, वेविंग आवर swords in our hand and telling people that peace has come, peace, freedom, liberty. क्योंकि उनको लगता था कि अगर if Caesar becomes the ruler of Rome, then there will be a rule of tyranny. Cassius, stop then and wash. How many ages hence shall this our holy scene be acted over in states unborn and accents yet unknown? इस पे केशस बोलते हैं आज हम लोग जो ये काम कर रहे हैं, ये जो एक्टिविटी कर रहे हैं, दैट्स बाथिंग आवर हैंड्स, बाथिंग आवर swords in the blood of Caesar, ये एक्ट जो है, ये काम जो है, it will be repeated in our future. It will like a history, glorious history वो लोग बना रहे हैं, जो उनके फ्यूचर में डे आफ्टर डे it will be acted in dramas and plays, and they will be remembered for their noble deed, that is killing of Caesar and making Rome free from the tyrannical rule. Brutus, how many times shall Caesar bleed in sport, that now on Pompey's basis lies along no worthier than the dust? अब क्या बोलता है, मेनी अ टाइम विल दिस सीन, ये जो सीन है ये सीजर के मर्डर का, ये तो एक्ट में बहुत बार प्ले किया जाएगा, बिकॉज वी आर मेकिंग अ हिस्ट्री जस्ट टू एंटर. लेकिन ये एक्ट किस लिए होगा, ताकि जो ऑडियंस है उनको एंटरटेन करने के लिए, उनको खुश करने के लिए. लेकिन सीजर जितना पावरफुल था, इतना टिरानिकल रूल था उसका, एंड नाउ लुक हाउ इज फॉलिंग इज जस्ट लाइक अ डस्ट. डेथ के बाद उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. ही इज जस्ट सिमिलर टू द डस्ट, वैल्यूलेस, just lying at the foot of the statue of Pompey. Cassius, so as that shall be, so often shall the not of us be called, that men that gave their country liberty. And often, और वो क्या कहते हैं, उनका जो नाम है Cassius, Casca, Brutus, और जो भी conspirators है, they will be remembered as noble men because they have created history. They have given their country freedom, liberty and peace from the hands of Caesar, saving from the hands of Caesar. Okay, Brutus, what shall be forth? अब बोलते कि क्या अभी हम लोग जाए, now we shall move out. Cassius, every man away, Brutus shall lead and will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome. Yes, we should go, but we will always follow Caesar. बिकॉज पहले हम लोग देख चुके हैं कि ब्रूटस वॉज द ओनली मैन हु हैज a reason to kill Caesar, that is only for the sake of his country, not for his any personal vengeance. But Casca, Cassius, Decius Brutus, they have their own personal reasons to kill Caesar. They have not killed Caesar for the sake of Rome or for the sake of the Romans, but they were jealous of Caesar. They were afraid of his rule. So now they are keeping Brutus in front of them as the leader, because Brutus was the only man जिसके बात पे the person, if he speaks about the murder, if he speaks about this assassination, then it will be justified. अगर कैस्का या केशियस या कोई भी और इसके बारे में अगर समझाने जाएगा लोगों को, then it will be considered as murder. They will not be able to convince the man. वो लोग लोगों को समझा नहीं पाएंगे. Because people don't have faith in those people like Brutus. Brutus is a loyal man, a faithful man, and people respect him, considered to be one of the most loyal and the noble man of Rome. So Brutus जो भी बोलेगा, people will justify, people will listen to him. So they are going to place Brutus in front of everything. He's going to lead them. Now enter a servant. Brutus thought, who comes here? A friend of Antony's? Servant. Brutus, did my master bid me kneel? Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And being prostrate, thus he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Now enter a servant. Now Brutus says, who comes here? Are you a friend of Antony? Oh, Brutus, my master Antony. So the servant has come from Antony. वह Antony के पास आया है उसका servant. He ordered me to kneel before you, कि kneel down होने के लिए उसके सामने, to show respect to Brutus. I have been ordered on bent knees to say to you that Brutus is noble. और वो kneel down होके, bend होके क्या बोलेगा कि Brutus is a noble man. He's a very wise man. He's a very loyal man. He's a brave and honest man. And that was Caesar also. Caesar was also very powerful, brave, royal, and affectionate. If Brutus will worship that Antony may safely come to him and resolve how Caesar had deserved to lie in death. अब बोलता है कि अगर ब्रूटस एंटनी को अलाउ करता है, उसको बोलता है कि ना ही इज सेफ, that they are not going to harm Antony, then Antony will just come and speak to him and to find the reason why Caesar was deserved to be killed. कि Caesar को मारने का reason क्या था? Why he was killed? Mark Antony shall not love Caesar dead so well as Brutus living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus, through the hazards of his untrod state, with all true faith, so says Master Antony. तो और एंटनी उसको मास्टर एंटनी उसको क्या क्या बोलता है कि he will that he had to show respect to Brutus. He was a noble man. He's a wise man. He's an honest man. And Caesar was a powerful man. He was brave. He was lovable. He was affectionate. If Brutus will grant, अगर Brutus permission देता है, तो Antony will come and just find out the reason, talk to him that why Caesar was deserved to kill, कि Caesar को क्यों मारा गया है. And if the reason is being justified, then Antony will always love Brutus and not Caesar. Antony shall not love the dead Caesar so well as living Brutus. कि वो Brutus को ज़्यादा प्यार करेगा ना कि Caesar जो अब मर गया है. He would rather follow fortunes and actions. And he has also assured that he will follow Brutus, his fortunes, his actions, through the danger of the new state of things which they are entering. क्योंकि अब जब एक political ऐसे murder हो गया, Caesar has been killed, so that will be restless among the within the state. So to face that danger, he will be ready. This is the message that Master Antony has given to Brutus. That means Antony will be on the side of Brutus. Brutus के हमेशा साथ रहेगा. Brutus, thy master is a wise and valiant Roman. He also says, agreed, accept that yes, Antony is also a very brave man, a brave Roman. I never thought him worse. He has never thought in the other way. Tell him, so please him, come unto this place. He shall be satisfied, and by my honor depart untouched. Yeah, उसको तुम बुलाओ. Let him come here, and what we will say, it will justify the reason. And he will accept it. He will be on our side, and he will let untouched. उसको हम लोग थोड़ा सा भी touch नहीं करेंगे. He will be unharmed, that is. Servant, I'll fetch him presently. Now the servant move on to give the message to Antony to come to that place. Brutus, I know that we shall have him well to friend. Now Brutus, with confidence, was like, I know this would happen and we will get Antony as our friend. Cassius, I wish we may, but yet I have a mind that fears him much, and my misgiving still falls shrewdly to the purpose. Cassius, he's not convinced by the message. उसको लगता है कि if it is, then it is well and good. लेकिन in his mind, something different was going on. कि Antony is coming, but may not be the result. हम लोग जो सोच रहे that Antony will be on our side, that may not happen. That something other thing is going in his mind, and that may prove to be more dangerous. But here comes Antony. Antony enters. O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glorious triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? Now, he tells to Caesar, the body of Caesar is lying. See, powerful Caesar, how you're lying here so low. All your victories, glories, success, achievements, in whatever you have gone through these years, whatever achievement you have got, just lying here down like a dust. Fear thee well, I know not, gentlemen, that you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there is no hour so fit. No, I don't know what was the intention. He greets them, said good day, and he greets them saying good day. I said, what was the reason? If I am to be killed, then this is the most suitable time to kill me when Caesar is lying dead. Now, he said that, well, who else do you consider to be too full-blooded to require bleeding? Now, अगर ये time है एंटनी को मारने का, then you kill me. This is the right time to kill me and to get rid of him. As Caesar's death are on no instrument of half that worth as those your swords made rich with the most noble blood of all this world. I do beseech ye, if you bear me hard. Now, as I was his friend, no other weapons than these words of yours, which are enriched with the noblest blood of the world. कि और कोई weapon चाहिए ही नहीं. आप लोग जो रीजन देंगे, आप लोग जो बात कहेंगे, that will be enough to kill me because you are the noble men of Rome and you have the sufficient reason for your action. And your words are going to be the finest instrument for my death. I request if you have any grudge against me. Now he says that if you had any grudge, any anger, any feeling of vengeance against me, then you can just carry on with your actions. Now whilst your purple hands do reek and smoke, fulfill your pleasure, live 1,000 years, I shall not find myself apt to die. No place will please me so mean of death, as here by Caesar and by you cut off, the choice and master spirits of this age. That is no other place. Even if I were to live 1,000 years, I shall never find myself more ready for it. That means आज उसका mentality क्या है कि अगर आज उसको मार भी दिया जाता है, he's ready for that. Because if the reason of killing Caesar is worthy enough, then he will happily accept the death. And if he is allowed to live for 1,000 years, but this time he will choose for the death. He considered this time as the right time to die because he's so much touched by the death of Caesar. No other place will please me so as this where Caesar lies dead. And this is the place where he would wish to be killed, wish to die just beside Caesar. No other way of death will be so good as to be here beside Caesar. No hands will please me so as those of yours. That means the noblest man of Rome has killed Caesar. And it is an opportunity for Antony to get killed by those people, those noble men of Rome. Oh, Antony, now Brutus, beg not your death of us. That means don't beg your death from us. We are not going to kill. Now we must appear bloody and cruel. You may think us that we seem to be bloody, we seem to be cruel because we have done a murder. As by your hands and this our present act, you see we do, yet see you but our hands. But now the act we have performed, the thing that we have done, isko dekh ke lagta hai ki we are the murderers. We are a cruel person. This bleeding sword, and this is the bleeding business they have done. Our hearts you see not, they are painful, pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome. As fire dries out fire, so pity. Had done this deed on Caesar, for your part, to you our swords have leader point, Mark Antony. Now he says, कि आज देख के लगता है कि we are murderers, we are the killers, but we have done it for the welfare of Rome, for the Roman people, to save them from the oppression, from the suffering, from the misery life that Caesar would have given him. Now, as fire drives out fire, so our pity for the wrong done by Caesar to Rome defeated our pity for Caesar and made us kill him. जैसे आग को drive out करता है, just take away. Like pity also taken away the pity for Caesar and they have killed him. As far you are concerned, Mark Antony, our swords are blunt as lead. That means we are not going to harm you. Our arms in strength of malice and our hearts of brother's temper do receive you in with all kind love, good thoughts and reverence. That means for you, we are just a friend. We have a heart which have sympathy for you, which have love for you. It will treat you like brother. Our mind is just is carrying good thoughts and admiration for you. That is, we are not going to hurt you. You are safe here. Cassius, your voice shall be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities. Now, Mark Antony, your opinion shall be as influential. Now he says that Mark Antony should also say his words in front of the public, in front of the common man. as because it is going to be as influential as theirs to justify this act. Brutus, only be patient till we have appeased the multitude beside themselves with fear, and then we will deliver you the cause. Why I, that did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded. Now, we asked you to be patient. Now, he asks that Brutus says to Antony, trying to convince him that have patience and we are going to explain everything. Why we have killed Caesar, what was the reason of acting in this way? Because I also love Caesar. Brutus also loved Caesar, also treated him as his friend. Antony, I doubt not of your wisdom. I know you are a very wise man, noble man. Let each man render me his bloody hand. Now, he thanks all the person, he shake hands with all the person whose hands were stained with Caesar blood, जिसके हाथ में Caesar का खून था. First, Marcus Brutus, will I shake with you? Next, Caius Cassius, do I take your hand? Now, Decius Brutus, yours. Now, yours, Metellus, yours, Cinna. And my valiant Casca, yours. Now, one by one, he shake hands with all the conspirators who has been there in the conspiracy, who has killed or murdered Caesar. Though last, not last in love, yours good Trebonius. Gentlemen, all alas, what shall I say? Now, Antony does not have the words to say. My credit now stands on such slippery ground that one of two bad ways you must concede to me. Now, at present my honor and reputation at stake is a danger. It is true that I loved you, as you are liable to consider me in one of the two bad ways, either as a coward or a flatterer. He says that you may consider me as a coward or a flatterer because my condition is in a danger position, because I have to win your faith. I have to prove that I have to convey your words should convince me enough to prove myself. It is true that I loved you. Flatterer, to consider me in two ways. Okay, it is true that I loved you. Flatterer Caesar, if your spirit looks upon me now, will it not be painted more than you were killed to see me with your enemies even by the side of your dead? Now he says that Caesar, if you are there, if you are watching me, you will be very much surprised. You will be very much surprised to think that see how I am shaking hands with your murderers, the person who have killed you. Shall it not grieve thee dearer than thy death? It is more painful than the death when you find that your dear friend is shaking hands with your enemies, is on the side of your enemies, as conspiracy has been a part of the conspiracy with your enemy. To see thy Antony making his peace, shaking thy bloody fingers of thy foes, that means shaking hands with his enemies, foes, most noble in the presence of thy course. Had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as the stream forth thy blood. That means the wounds that you have received in your body, the number of wounds, I wish I have so many eyes, so that as fast as blood is pouring out of your body, like waters would also pour out from my eyes. The tears would shed from every wound. As your wounds is shedding blood, my eyes would shed tears. It would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with thine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. So now you should pardon me, forgive me, for I'm becoming friends with your enemies. Here wast thou bed, brave heart. Here didst thou fall, and here thy hunters stand, signed in thy spoil and crimsoned in thy leather. Now here lies a brave deer where you faced your enemies and then fell down. So here Caesar is considered to be as a deer who has been killed by his enemies and lying there full of blood. Here the hunters who killed you are standing bearing the marks of your death and reddened with your lifeblood. That means here you are the deer. You are that innocent deer, and that your hunters, the conspirators, are standing there, their hands stained in the blood. On the whole world as the forest of this deer, and you were the heart of the world. How like a deer, O world, the heart of thee. How like a deer stricken by many princes, dost thou you hear you lie. That is just like a deer, and this world is considered to be a forest. You just lie here that like deer who has been killed by many princes. Cassius. Mark Antony. Antony, pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar shall say this. Then, in a friend, it is called modesty. Cassius called Mark Antony. Pardon me, Cassius, if he tries to get forgiveness from Cassius. Ever the enemies of Caesar shall I say and what I'm saying. So, in a friend, the words are cold and moderate. That means I had been a friend of Caesar, and now these words seems to be very much cold, without feeling when I'm telling these words to his murderers, trying to be friend with them. Cassius, I blame you not for praising Caesar. So, but what compact mean you have to say with us? You are calling Caesar a deer and you are calling us a hunter. That I'm not telling you are complimenting Caesar, you are telling good for Caesar, you're praising Caesar, it's okay. But what you are trying to tell us, what you're trying to convey us. Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on and not depend on you? Now tell me clearly that whether I will consider you as our friend or just another man, or we will not have any faith or depend on you. Antony. Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from the point by looking down on Caesar. Friends, am I with you all and love you all? Because I shook hands with you, I'm your friend. But when I saw the dead body of Caesar, I was just moved. But believe me, I love you all. I love all the people, the conspirators who have killed Caesar. Upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous. Now you have to tell the reason why you consider Caesar to be a dangerous man, why he has to be murdered, why he has to be moved away, he has to be killed. You have to give me that reason. Brutus. Or else, were this a savage spectacle, our reasons are so full of good regard that were you Antony the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied. Now Brutus says, this savage act, this dreadful act what we have performed, it has a reason. And the reason is so good that if you were a son of Caesar, you would be convinced that why we have killed him. That shall I seek. That's all I seek. And I am moreover suitor that I may produce his body to the marketplace and in the pulpit as become a friend speak in the order of his funeral. Now, Antony takes the permission that he is going to take the body of Caesar to that pulpit, to that raised stage, and from there they would start the work of the funeral. So children, I think till here you have understood इतना दूर तक जो भी पढ़ा है आपको समझ में आया है. I hope you have understood it. अगर आपको कोई queries है, कोई problem है, then you can just put it in that, you can just message me. So आप इस चैनल को देखिए, आगे के वीडियोस देखिए, इसको फॉलो अप कीजिए, समझने की कोशिश कीजिए, and I hope you will like it, share it and subscribe. Thank you children. Thank you very much.